Desiree Dorion, how are you doing?
Good morning. I am fantastic. How are you guys doing?
We're doing wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us on the program here today.
Thanks so much for having me.
You know, it's been an amazing year for you with your album, Small Town Stories. I mean, this album has garnered a lot of attention and a lot of nominations, from different industries, including that of the Junos. You were nominated for a Juno earlier this year.
Yeah, this is the year of firsts for me, I think. I still pinch myself that all of these things have happened, and it's been a really, really, really exciting year, and very busy. I mean, I had a baby in May, and so when I actually attended the Junos, I was 8 months pregnant. So yeah, it was a year. I think I call it my year of firsts.
And in fact, actually, with everything that's been going on with this new album, and being a new mom there again, it's just been quite, a whirlwind of a year with everything that's been happening. Small Town Stories, I got to tell you, just a fantastic album.
Thank you so much. I am really proud of this album. We put a lot of work into improving my vocals. Went down to Nashville just before I recorded for this album, and spent 2 weeks working with one of the best vocal coaches in the industry. And I think that if you listen to my previous album to this album, vocally it's night and day. We also really tried to focus on improving the songs, the writing itself, and that's a side of music that I love. I absolutely love writing. I've been writing for years, and really tried to improve upon that with this album.
Mm-hmm. A lot of great songs off that album, including the latest single there, The Good and Goodbye, written by a couple of friends of yours.
Yeah, Heather Longstaff, who actually, when I was down in Nashville, she graciously invited me to write with her on Music Row in the EMI offices. So that was an incredible experience. And my good friend Erin Chattervady, who actually produced the album as well, and did a lot of co-writing with me on this project.
Desiree, I wanted to ask you, you have the gift of captivating an audience. Did this come naturally for you, or is it something that you work on every time you perform?
Oh, good grief. Well, you know what? I thank you very much for saying that. But actually, I just spent a week working with a lady named Amy Walter. People in the industry would know that she works with Tom Jackson Productions, and they actually produce live shows for artists who are looking to improve upon their live show. And so I spent a week with my band working with her to develop our live show and improve upon it. And so that's the shows that we've been playing in the I guess late spring and summer. We've been bringing this new show along with us, and so it is something that we work on and always just trying to improve both the live show and the musicianship itself.
Mm-hmm. And I'm always in awe with your outfits.
Oh,
seriously, I just like that red dress. I was like, where did she get that dress?
Thank you so much. I was 8 months pregnant at the Junos, and and some people would say it's really vain, but that is my first thought. What am I going to wear?
Right. Well, yeah.
And you know what? I'm a girl, so this is the stuff that I like to think about, and it's fun, dressing up and getting your hair and makeup done, and thank you. I actually looked online, and that dress was provided to me by a company called Tiffany Rose. They specialize in maternity formal wear.
Okay, now you're going to be performing at this year's APCMAs, and what can you tell us what you're going to be wearing on Friday?
Yeah, I got a beautiful gown, partially provided to me by a store in Calgary, actually called Echo Evenings and Bridal. And they really helped to dress me up for this event. And my daughter, Gracie, who is 3 years old, will be joining me on the red carpet. So we're going to be kind of coordinating our outfits a little bit. And a lady in Winnipeg made her dress from Tara's Tutu shop. People can find her on Facebook. She does online orders and everything. and yeah, so we're coordinating a green and black number.
Oh,
But
nice.
that's about all I can say. Yeah.
So does the green and black significant, like, is it a significance to you guys, or just...
No, you know what? It's I was trying to think of something that would go with the fall, the season. Now that the award show has moved to the fall, you know, and it really does feel like fall here. This morning I woke up and it was 0 degrees, and my husband and I lit our fireplace for the first time. So, you know, when I was looking for a dress, I was kind of thinking, what is going to suit the season? Because I knew that it would be chilly already at this time.
Right.
Yeah. The song "Turn to Me" actually is a tribute to your daughter Gracie.
Yes, yeah, and that's the song I'll be performing. So, yeah, I'm really excited. My little girl, like I said, she's 3, and in 10 years, she's not going to think Mom is so cool. So I'm taking full advantage of her admiration for me while I can. I know it's not going to stick around.
Now, it's nominated for Songwriter of the Year, so, I mean, that's something, obviously, that probably is, you know, dear to you because you had a hand in writing that song, and also a Single of the Year.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's you know what? It's a really special song for me too because you know, my daughter can take it with her for the rest of her life, and I hope she does. You know, I can't remember where I seen that saying, but I wish if your kids knew what they meant to you, or if they could only see themselves in the way that you see them. That's how I hope to bring her up and raise her, and you know, eventually send her off into the world.
Now, with that, Desiree, a lot of girls look up to you and admire you for what you do, what you've accomplished. Do you have any advice for them?
Oh, good grief. You know what? For me, role modeling is a scary thing because I am far, far, far from perfect. And you know what? I just try and be a good person, and I try and do the right thing. And I think at the end of the day, all that we ever have, any of us, is integrity and our character. And that's how I want to be defined. You know, all of the awards and the nice dresses and the makeup and hair, none of that is going to define me at the end of the day. It's going to be my character and my persona. And so, you know, I think just for anybody, just be a good person. And, you know, there's that, you know, again, the old saying where do unto others that you'd want done to yourself. Right. And at the end of the day, that's just going to be what you're defined by.
Now, after the award show, after everything kind of boils down, what's in store for you in the next couple of months, or maybe in the new year?
Well, I'm starting to write for my next album, which I'm super, super excited about. We've got some really cool ideas brewing. I like to think of it as the voices in my head are sending me gifts. You know, it's kind of a weird thing with the album cycles. They usually last about 2 to 3 years a piece, and then the voices in my head start cropping up again, and they need some attention. So that's kind of where I'm at now musically. In terms of shows, we've got some really exciting things happening. I'm nominated for a Western Canadian Music Award, so we're heading there in October, and that's in Winnipeg as well. And then I'm playing some fun shows. I'm going up to Churchill, Manitoba during polar bear season to do a show there at the Seaport Inn. Was there last summer, and they sent me on a beluga whale tour, which was incredible. And this time I'm getting to do a polar bear tour, so that's super, super exciting for me. And we're playing a couple of shows at the Yorkton Painted Hand Casino in the next few months. Yeah, just have some exciting stuff coming up.
Nice.
Hopefully, maybe something down the road here in Alberta.
I would love that. Anybody listening? Yeah, absolutely. Send me your way. Although I hear you guys have snow now. Do you?
Well, we had. It melted as it came down. Calgary, on the other hand, it sort of stuck around. So
okay. Well, I'm from Manitoba, so we're tough. You guys can bring me out there in the snow. I'd survive.
All right, Desiree Dorion, thank you so much for speaking with us today, and we wish you all the best at this coming weekend's Aboriginal People's Choice Music Awards.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you guys so much for all your support with my singles and my music. Really appreciate all that you guys are helping me out with.
You're welcome. Take care.
You're very welcome.
Take care.